Hello crows and non-crows alike, my name is Joe Mac, otherwise known as Support Crow, and today I'm kinda ending the channel, in a manner of speaking. I'm not shutting it down completely, you're still going to be able to watch all the vids that have come before, and all that fun stuff, but there is going to be a significant change in terms of consistency and content moving forward. I am no longer going to be commenting on news and reacting to different things that are happening and sharing leaks and all the insights that I've gathered. I might do a theory vid every once in a while. In fact, I'm kind of planning to just sort of regurgitate the final week's worth of Hogwarts Legacy content that I've been building up in just in one solid week just to get it out of my system. But yeah, after that, a lot of things are going to kind of change here. First off, I want to say thank you to all the members of the channel, all the subscribers, especially our Supreme Corvid, Solitary Royal Cry, and J Blastoise, one of the better Pokemon. I have not earned your support and generosity, but I appreciate it nonetheless. So why are these changes happening? Well, it's kind of based on two conditions. About 2.5 years ago, oh my god, 2 years, Jesus, my knees. Oh, my knees. Anyway, yeah, 2.5 years ago when this started, the first one being that if I made it into like 2 to 3 years without 1,000+ subscribers and being a full partner and all that fun stuff, then I'd kind of close up the project and kind of move on to something else. That condition has been met. I'm not a full partner, I'm not expecting to reach that point. In fact, I am losing a lot of watch time. I think there were some pretty major videos like a year ago that have kind of passed the threshold, so I'm kind of dropping numbers really quickly. But the second condition is that something else creative would kind of fill the void. So during the time when I started this, I'm currently working in that factory, and although I greatly appreciate everything that factory has given me, it has provided me the means to save up enough money to go back into college, and that is something that I'm always going to be grateful for. However, the work itself lacks really any kind of creative input, which is kind of hell for a creative person. YouTube was the answer to that problem. It allowed me a creative input. However, mastering YouTube and becoming Mr. Beast 2.0 was never the master plan here. My ultimate goal, the entire reason why I'm going to college in the first place, is to get into the industry, to get into different teams that allow me to write for different games. Hopefully RPGs, but I'm not beholden to it. For a long time, I've been trying to kind of break into the industry with some unconventional earned skill and education. But at that level, when you're funding everything with millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, you don't want anybody with unconventional education and experience. So, I'm sending out resumes and whatnot, and then just keep getting slapped down. Get that weak tater tot action out of here. Disappointing, but it is what it is. And from that lesson, I've learned that you have to make the most out of the hand you've been dealt, rather than wishing for the other cards you had in the deck. So here recently, I've kind of pulled back. I went into some communities for like indie games or whatnot. I put my information out there. I put my portfolio out there with, location designs, character bios, branching dialogue, all that fun stuff. And yeah, I've got some opportunities. Opportunities that kind of demand a certain level of commitment that I can no longer afford to YouTube. And that's kind of what's bringing this update about. Am I quitting YouTube entirely? No, I'll definitely be sharing things that I learned from school and maybe some devlogs here and there. But it's definitely not going to be the same as it has been, and I can't guarantee that there's going to be a video once every week, once every month, or whatever. But what are these opportunities, I hear you not ask? Well, the first one is called Neon Dreams. I've been brought on to the team at Mecha Cow Studios as a game writer, and I'm utterly excited. You play as an arms dealer who buys weapons, tests those weapons out in different simulations, and then you can turn a profit depending on how well you do in those simulations. All the while getting juiced up on caffeine and saving up enough money to retire on the moon. It's quirky, it's fun, it's charming, and I'm in love with it already. And as for the other two opportunities, I'm afraid I can't tell you. Not only because it's pretty early days for both of them, but also it wouldn't be appropriate. And since I know that a few of you are like conspiracy theorists, No, I am not working for Avalanche. I am not working for Republic Games. I'm not working for any salary working people. It is not in the cards for me today. In fact, by the time I reach the education and the experience that is needed for that level, Hogwarts Legacy will probably be like long gone. But that's okay though, because there are so many other fantastic adventures and stories and narratives for me to share with you, and I cannot wait to get started. But until all of that, as always, and hopefully not for the last time, be safe, be well, be kind, bye-bye.